What up, boys? Hi. Don't jump on me. This is Tez. This is Hugh. Been having some mental struggles for a couple weeks now. Got reminded that I think when a video is always around, it's just more fun to work on things. So I did this solo artist curriculum thing. Term 1 was good. And then I made a video just kind of going over my sketchbooks, but I haven't edited it, and I think it's because the video is boring and it's not what I want to do with videos. But it was good because I was making progress with art, and I'm supposed to finish SAC term 2 on October 11th, the same day of my competition, because of this arbitrary 6-week cycle thing I was doing, but I've been behind. I've always wanted to get better at art. I still don't really know why, but I know how, or I'm finding out how. There's an illustration project I want to finish before Inktober, so then I can do Inktober, along with SAC term 2, and there's some art classes I'm taking that start November 11th. You know, that I can't do this on my own, and I think maybe there's a power of the camera that I've never acknowledged, or that I've just gotten used to, because I technically been making videos since I was like 13. I don't know what path I'm on. It's certainly a new path since you've seen me a year ago. No longer in big tech, working at a startup. I don't love vlogs, but I can still make this a vlog without it becoming like a vlog. Oh. All right, you can climb, but no claws, dude. Ow. Anyway, September 27th, I'm gonna go do a bunch of rolling, hopefully win, find my conviction on the way, and then hopefully draw some heads tonight for the 100 head challenge that I'm overdue on. Maybe this is the incentive I need. Someone said something to me a couple years ago, and I guess I'm starting to wonder if they were wrong. I know when I was like 16 and I made this like the biggest Minecraft plugin I wrote the code for at the time. And it was like after a week of April vacation, I had just like finished it and we had a big play test. And I just remember thinking like, man, where would I be if I didn't do that? Because here I am, still trying to get better at art. And it's not a matter of poor timing, it's just a matter of mentality. Will it be enough to get me to sit down today? I hope so.
Some flowers that I drew, some bird studies. And then this was today. Just finding references on Pinterest. I think clothing and hair is the most interesting thing to me to draw. The focus needs to be on the human head. I was using Michael Hampton's course on Proko. I started there and it was good, and it's good to think about that. I have this book and I've got this book, and this one helps with construction. I think in the very much the same way. It's painful. I don't know why. Like, I know it's bad, and I know I'm not doing what I want to do. I can do about 1 in every 10 minutes, but there's a lot of putting my head down. I just need to make sure I don't make the result of this be hating it. Because you don't want to do something that you want to be good at and then learn to hate it. And it's not that this is miserable. It's like I'm just walking around in the fog. Someone's giving me a map. You know, these books are that map. I just want to be able to move faster, and I need to be patient with myself. I'm going to go for a walk. It's nice out.
I'm working on an illustration project, ? Kind of tried to kickstart with the dynamic sketching group, and everyone kind of had input on where we could go. Our original idea was like, do dynamic sketching style things. Studies of what you want in your illustration. Make some thumbnails of that illustration, and then do studies, and then kind of come up with the final thing. So this is why I did some Raven studies, more thumbnails, asphodel flowers. I've only done 18 heads, but I'm pivoting to work on this project for at least half an hour. I've never done like a final project since like middle school. I've always just tried to learn to sketch, and I figured this is the first time I've done like a project in so long. This is my final head. I just did 2 more for the day. I want to go back to trying to do some stuff for this. Still bad, but I need to accept that and to continue working at it. The point is to look back, right? All right, it's the morning. I don't feel the urge or excitement necessarily to draw, which is not abnormal, but I didn't feel like resistance against it. In a way, I'm avoiding my weak spot here. A little climber. Look at this little climber. This is my Pinterest ref. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the illustration project's been good. Someone else posted theirs this morning, and that's kind of pushed me to just really focus on it today, not try and spread it out over 2 days. It doesn't need to be spread out. Going with the cloak, I need to fit that into my little dress design. It's Monday, so I've also got work today. I'll probably sketch throughout the day as well, but just not in these same focus sessions. But I'm gonna make use of my last half hour here. The 6-week cycle for 3 courses at a time, I think it works, but I wasn't able to this time. And I don't think it was necessarily a matter of time. I have exactly until November 11th, until those next art classes start. Kind of just making sure I just really try and finish the 100 heads by October 11th. So it's like 7 or 8 heads a day. While also making sure I'm doing Inktober and just getting this illustration done. I had to cut a lot and it's not gonna be in a state that I like. I just gotta roll with that. Like low-key, the sketch in the sketchbook is probably gonna be better than the final. Making 2 figures the center of the piece was probably not a good call for my experience level, but my goal for Inktober tomorrow. My resting heart rate is 48 beats per minute right now. I don't know if I'm tired or my body's just like, I'm bored. Okay, I go to bed now. My confidence is so shot this week in all 3 facets of life, work, art, and jiu-jitsu right now. Try not to be too hard on myself, but it just makes me want to push harder to finish SAC. But I mean, that all starts with finishing 75 more heads anyway. This is hard, dude. I need to draw the flowers tomorrow morning. I gave up. I didn't even try on the hands and the feet or anything. And I gotta keep coming back to the fact that I'm learning a lot about my own workflow here. And that's still valuable. But holy shit. It's like you ever try to explain something to someone and like you can't find the right words. Or you're explaining something but they just don't get it. Ugh, I know why you don't get it, but I don't know how to better explain it. It's that feeling. It's not matching the idea in my mind. It's just frustrating. And I'm frustrated in those 3 facets of life right now. I just need to sleep. I'm at 33 heads. Just sitting down to draw today was the win. The mental battles have been raging. I did the gray page sketchbook for some reason. I don't know, I was just feeling it. What I like about working just with the pen directly is that it forces you to think through and be confident. So much of my frustration, right, is with myself for obvious reason. I'm not proud of the result, but like, I don't have any control over the result. So it's like, suck it up, bro. Too bad, so sad. And I just gotta think of it one head at a time, you know? One line at a time. I think I also want to find a better reference site because Pinterest is just like, you can't avoid AI. I mean, you can't avoid AI in general. Just looking for the heads with the crowns was so difficult because I would look at the crown pattern and immediately it's like, what's happening here? And then all of a sudden the rest of it falls into place and it's like, this ain't real. If I was better, AI could make a good reference for ideas or concepts. It's just, let's do 100 heads as I know now. What am I gonna learn from this process? Random cat in the background. I'm just trying to focus on doing it, building a habit, finding my own workflow, do more focused studies as I grow. I don't know, with Japanese it was like I was learning all this vocab but then not ever really using the Japanese, so has any of it really stuck? I don't know. Can I still kind of read manga and do I still write some kanji here and there? Yeah, sure. But I was never using it, and so I think in a way I'm taking that lesson from Japanese and I'm applying it to these heads where it's like finding out what I want to do, what feels natural to me. I'll wrap up this video when I finish the 100 heads, so whether that's the 11th or before that, I really hope it's not after. Don't do art challenges when you also have a jiu-jitsu competition. I think it's just a lot of stress. Hi, ow, oh. You know what, that's my fault, that's my fault.
That was a bad idea. Over 2 months later, I'm finally done. 100 heads. It's December 18th. These are supposed to be done on October 11th. I started this August 17th. Go ahead and check that off. Call this done. Crash and burned.
in a lot of different ways, across all of life, and it happens. I'm not gonna go into it. What I am gonna go into is what I've done over the last 2 months. 12, 18, 25. I stayed signed up for a painting class. Real quick on screen, these are all the things I did in that class. So I did a lot. And then the last 2 days, black and white based on a photo, color based on an image I saw online. Color is really hard. I mean, I'm barely getting pen and line. My goal with that class was quantity. This was, yes, last night while watching TV, I did this portrait in ink. So my primary intent here is to kind of just share this is what I was doing over the last 2 months. I wasn't doing nothing. I was trying to find a different way of doing things. So on one hand, there's this idea of painting the head and trying to understand values. And that's what I struggled with a lot in the class. This whole video was intended to be the term 2 stuff. So head, torso, and perspective 2. I'm gonna keep trying, don't get me wrong. I think I have gotten so much more in touch with art lately and why I'm doing this, why I'm here. I'm so scattered, but the point is I did a lot of painting and I wasn't just doing nothing. I burned out in a very important facet of life and that carried over. But I've just finished the sketchbook. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. This one was started on October 3rd. This one was started in September. I'm pretty sure the head started in this sketchbook. Okay, so I think I last recorded around when I made this. I think one prerequisite I want to state here is that I am finding the kind of art I am drawn to and drawn to make. So a lot of artists like Peter Han or Dong Ho Kim or Bryce Koh, I mean, I have different books of different artists. I'm inspired and incentivized by the way they think and explain how they think. So these are my first heads. They're not that different. And just trying to figure out what's going on. I'm also learning to sketch at this point, and I think I enjoy sketching. So this was the Tom Fox Draws book. I'm not gonna go through all of these. It's very tempting to do so. Head number 7, I just keep remembering this one. One mentality that has really helped me, that's come up again and again, is like, I did not just draw a head 100. I just drew head 100 of 1 million. I've probably drawn 130 heads over the course of the last 3 months, just because of, you know, if we count this as a head, for example. Trying to box things out, these ones were not going well. Imagination drawings, because that was like all I could muster up. Some thumbnails for the painting class. Some more heads with brush pen. Now you'll notice I just jumped ahead a lot because we were at like 26 or something, and now we're at 70, which is where this sketchbook comes in. I liked using the brush pen a lot. So just a lot of studying on detail. You can see I did the boxes beneath, and that was good. I need to do so much more of this. I need to build my references because I want to draw from imagination. Part of me likes angled heads more than flat on heads because I think for me I can see the angles and the structure more. Comments to myself, trying to beat myself up too much, which was good. And I forget who said this, but one artist was like, sometimes I feel like I draw heads just so I can draw hair, and I was like, dude, me too. I also took a quote unquote, okay, this might be my best page. I remember there being this one night, I drew these 3 and I was like, damn. That's pretty good. And then it all fell. The same night, the same pen, the same hour. What happened? I'll never forget that. I don't know. I even did like the highlights okay-ish on this one. I think I overdid it a little bit. So we keep going, 64. Part of why I want to draw is to change the way I see. So I'm really trying to do that. Too obsessed with the result was very true. Some of them I just didn't feel was adequate. I felt like if it ends up objectively bad, that's okay. But if I don't put in the effort, that's not okay. Lips, I struggled with the most. Nose is just hard because it's space. This was an airport drawing. I like looking back on this one, that was fun. Because this is what I want to do, right? Draw on location. Trying to draw a dinosaur from memory. This turned out surprisingly good. The arms, I just butchered. While watching TV, for the painting class, sort of attempted on, this took me 30 seconds. I was like, I did not try. Then this was just the other night, thumbnails that were in my head. This was from this morning, cut to being back here. I like this form of studying, trying to draw the basic block out of a head. These were painting class kind of thumbnail issues, things, doodles from the mind. 50s on Procreate, but I'm not gonna get that out right now. I really like thumbnailing. This scene kept popping into my head, so did the Sky Islands. I think these were just with the black ballpoint pen. So sometimes I did brush pen, sometimes I'm doing this pen, mostly this. Maybe this one's the best of the bunch. I don't know, number 9 was pretty good though. Started doing boxes in space with some dynamic sketching folks. Sketching course on Procore that I signed up for. I signed up for different courses, and these were on voice call with the dynamic sketching folks, and then this was just now. You can maybe see this in the time lapse. There are many moments where I'm like, okay, this doesn't look good. This is not what I'm going for. And then I, draw out, maybe draw a couple lines here, and it just all of a sudden it sits in place. And it's risky because you might make it worse. And that's the sketchbook done. I want to finish the sketchbook by the end of the year as well, so I've about
13 days to do that. This is better than an empty page. This is all better than an empty page. This is better than an empty page. That's better than an empty page. I'm gonna come fill that in. I'm not trying to waste paper, but my point is the only bad sketchbook's an empty one. One of my personal goals in the last 2 months and going into the new year, if you want to call it that, is to pay less attention to time and more attention to just what's next. I always want to be working on the solo artist curriculum. I cannot, at the moment, pressure cooker myself. I know I'm capable of it, but right now, it's just not the time. I think this video is meant to be an honest account. I really wanted to just upload whatever I had October 11th, but I think it's more meaningful to me to share this 2 months after the fact because deep down I was like, I'm gonna finish this, which hasn't been true in the past. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have a good one, and as always, don't forget to stay awesome. See you in the next one.